What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to be installing a wang on the Impreza.
What do you mean by that?
I don't like where this is going.
Oh my God! What the hell? Oh my God! No way!
Now hold up. It's not going to be anything like that. But what we are installing is this little guy right here.
Ooh, that's kind of small. Yikes.
This is from Vega Motorworks. This is their 2017 Plus Subaru Impreza spoiler extension. So nothing crazy. It's a subtle mod that I think is going to add a lot of characteristics to the car. But if you're not really feeling this little spoiler extension, I'll leave a couple other spoilers for the Impreza on screen right now. There really isn't too much to choose from. At the time of this recording, this car just came out, so companies are still developing and making stuff for this car. So I'll try and find everything that I can. Well, you saw your other options, so let's go ahead and install this spoiler extension. All right, guys, first things first, what we're gonna do is we're gonna be popping off this center panel right here. So with our center panel removed, we're gonna be disconnecting our third brake light as well as our washer fluid line. So with those disconnected now, we have to remove 6 bolts. One right here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they're all 10mm bolts. The instructions do say that it's held in with 3 green clips, and being that this is our first time removing it, it's supposed to be a little bit harder the first time we do it. So we might hear some cracks, we might hear some creaks. It sounds horrible, but it should be okay. And there we go, we have it popped off. Now, like I said, it was being held in by these 3 green clips. Now we just put this off to the side. All right, so our spoiler's off to the side. What we're gonna do is we're gonna start working with the spoiler extension. We're gonna go ahead and take both of our brackets and we're gonna start lining them up right here with the provided holes, and using our provided hardware, we're just gonna go ahead and get these brackets installed. And you should be left with something like this. We got both brackets installed, we have them both tightened down. So with that done, we can go ahead and start prepping our factory spoiler. So for prepping our spoiler, we're gonna go ahead and take some isopropyl alcohol and clean off the area. We only get one chance at this, so we're going to get this lined up exactly how we want it. We're going to get accurate measurements with this little tool here. Vega doesn't actually give us specific measurements. This is kind of just a case by case. This is kind of like how you want it lined up. So take your time at this point. Once we start drilling, that's it. All right guys, so what the instructions say to do now is we removed one of our brackets and we're gonna flip it upside down to the proper orientation of the way that it's supposed to sit on the vehicle. We're gonna line up our holes and just make sure that we did this properly. And all we're doing now is flipping it over and just double checking to make sure that we don't interfere with the spoiler itself, which we don't. We didn't want it like this, where it's interfering with the actual spoiler. So we're good. Now I can go ahead and start drilling. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start making our 4 pilot holes, and then we're gonna expand this out to a 3/8 drill bit. Don't go any further. 3/8 drill bit is what you need. And here's the finished product, guys. We have the holes expanded out to 3/8 drill bit like the instructions wanted us to. Now it's just a matter of installing our well nuts. This is kind of deviating from the instructions. The instructions actually say to put these well nuts through our bracket and then from there into these holes. Now I was finding it extremely difficult. I went off camera trying to mock this up myself, putting these well nuts through this bracket and then trying to work them into these holes. So I'm calling an audible and we're doing this a little bit differently. I went ahead and decided just to put the well nuts into these holes, and what we're going to do is we're going to put the bolts on top of here and then bolt it in place like that. I went off camera and I mocked it up and it worked out perfect. So it's going to work out the exact same way. We're just deviating from the instructions just a little bit. Now's the time we're going to be adding 3M to our bracket right here. This is going to help with vibration. Vega already provided me with some. They should provide you with some as well, but if they do not, make sure you add 3M here somewhere along the mounting surface. So we got our 3M backing tape off. Now it's just a matter of working in the screws as well as pushing down the tape at the same time. So we're going to take our provided screws. We have our screw and we have a couple washers. We're going to go ahead and take some thread locker and put a dab on all 8 of these bolts. And there we have it. Everything is nicely secured. This thing is not going anywhere. It's on there nice and snug. These well nuts will not actually allow you to tighten further than you think you can. They're going to start rotating on you after a while. That just means you've made it. So basically it's breaking point and actually cracking the plastic. So that's really, really good design. Let's flip it over. And this is what we're left with. Man, it looks really, really good. This is going to be really, really cool. So without further ado, let's go ahead and slap this thing back on the car. And there we have it, guys. That is the installation complete of a Wang on the Subaru Impreza. If you like what you saw, like, share, and subscribe. Let's roll the B-roll. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.